dangers attendant to that particular position.
Okay, and assuming that that premise forms the basis of attracting membership, what is the appropriate thing for BWMT to be or do or say or present externally? What is the the National Association of BWMT's mission?
Well, and the mission may have contracted. The mission may be less than it once was, but I think the mission is to articulate in a coherent way, both for the external world, but certainly for the chapters, this question of identity. Now, let's go back to your interview for a moment, and you had spoken a couple of times about identity politics. You didn't offer a definition, I'm not going to either, but it's a term that Anna DeVere Smith in her recent play House Arrest at the Taper also used. And forgive me, Ms. DeVere Smith, if I misquote you, because I was only sitting in the audience twice and I wasn't taking notes. But I think what she said was that the river of identity politics now flows through the American mainstream, but we have been channeled into safe houses of identity. Let me say that for me, as a gay white man, and I use the term white in quotes because we're not supposed to have colors anymore, as a gay white man exclusively attracted to black men all of my adult life, this was my safe house of identity, and the multiculturalists have tried to abolish it. I'm angry about that.
Do you think that they have done so out of malice or out of ignorance or out of lack of caring?
Probably some of all of the above, although I hasten to add that I do have a love-hate relationship with the New York chapter. This began with New York, but you can never talk about the bad things that the New York chapter has done without talking about the good things, because they are individually and collectively some excellent folks. But I think they have an agenda, and I think their agenda always was antithetical to Mike Smith's premise. Mike Smith clearly was race conscious in the organization that he invited to come into being, even though he did not personally form it in San Francisco in 1981, was a race-conscious organization. What the multiculturalists have tried to do is to abolish race consciousness. And I think that they may have done so out of a sincere desire to fight racism, which is a good thing. But as I've said, and let me digress here for a moment, I have occupied a number of ministerial roles in this organization, like treasurer, where your job is to pay the bills and make sure the organization runs smoothly. Charles, you've said that is, or has been, frequently a role of white men in this organization. Mm-hmm. Well, I lived up to that. But I also hope that I have some of Mike's fire in my blood, and that in the newsletters that I've edited and in the pieces that I have written, I have tried to articulate a vision. I did so very clumsily in my 20s, and now that I'm almost 40 years old, I think I do it a lot better. That's why I think I would make a much better co-chair.